Christmas is supposed to be about spending time with your family, being happy, celebrating the birth of God, and opening presents together. It's meant to be warm, loud, and full of life. But in a franchise like fnaf, nothing stays that way forever. So that raises an important question. What was the last Christmas that the Afton family experienced before everything went horribly wrong? Believe it or not, there was a period of time where the Afton family lived a normal life. Not perfect, but just normal. To understand that, we need to look at who the Aftons actually were before the tragedies. First, there's William Afton. Today, he's known as the main antagonist of the series. Originally, he was simply a businessman, the co-founder of Phasm Entertainment. According to the games and what Scott has implied over the years, William has deeply involved in the technical side of the company. At this point in time, he wasn't seen as a monster, he was seen as a creator. Then there's Michael Afton, the oldest son of William Afton. In the games, we usually see him as a broken adult, forced to work his night shift just to survive. But during this period, Michael was still a teenager, immature, careless, and unaware of how badly his actions would one day matter. Next is Elizabeth Afton, William's daughter. Even in the books and the games, she's shown to be curious, energetic, and desperate for attention. She loved toys, bright colors, and anything that looked fun or exciting, traits that would later come tragically important. And finally, the last child is called the Crying Child. His real name has never been confirmed, but what has been confirmed through FNAF 4 is his fear. He was terrified of the animatronics, plagued by nightmares, and constantly anxious. But even then, he was just still a kid. William's wife, often theorized by fans to be named Clara Afton, though never confirmed, was present during this time as well. The games and books never focus on her too much, but it's implied that she tried to keep the family together, supporting William and raising the kids while everything seems to be stable. Now that we understand the family, let's talk about when things were still normal. We need to go back to the 1970s, when Frederick's family diary was still operating. This was before Freddy Fazbear's Pizza as we know it, and long before the rumors, disappearances, and locked doors. In the 1970s and early 1980s, business was doing well. The diner had customers, employees, and a good reputation. William had a stable income, a family at home, and a sense of control over his life. Christmas during that time felt ordinary. Streets covered in snow, houses lit up, families gathering together. The Aftons would spend the night together, exchanging gifts, sitting in the same room, believing that this is how things would always be. And that's the scariest part. No one thought it would end. At Freddy's, William wasn't feared. He was respected. A man who fixed machines late at night, helped set things up, and kept the place running. It's easy to imagine seeing simple Christmas decoration in the diner, paper snowflakes, colored lights, and maybe even a Fazbear wearing a Santa hat. Parents trusted that place. Kids felt safe there. There were no rumors, no accusations. Just a restaurant meant to make children smile. That Christmas night at home, the crying child was probably overwhelmed by the noise and excitement, but still comforted by the fact that he received gifts he wanted. Elizabeth was loud, completely absorbed by her new toys. Michael, older, less interested, still stayed around, laughing, teasing, and existing as a normal teenager. For a brief moment they were happy, but that moment didn't last. Everything collapsed in 1983. What started as a cruel joke ended in death. Michael shoved the crying child, aka his brother, into Fredbear's mouth, never expecting the spring locks to fail, but they did, and the bite killed him instantly. From that point on, nothing was the same. William withdrew. Michael was consumed by guilt. Family fractured. According to implication in the games and books, William's wife eventually left, unable to live in a house filled with silence and regret. Christmas no longer felt warm, it felt empty. That last Christmas wasn't special because something bad happened, but special because nothing did. Well, that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, subscribe, like, comment, and join my Discord server. Anyways, see you guys next time, and see ya.